Green Jerry presents Mario's Pride Mini Quest by Green Jerry. Unless I should claim the one I'm actually doing just in case, because I usually do this so late at night and all the other mods are usually asleep. But yep, that's what we're doing. Mario, a group of crystals called Pix are planning to cancel Pride Month for all eternity. Go defeat them before it's too late. Group of crystals? Huh. I don't think crystals would care too much either way. Powerup House. Well, let's check out the Powerup House. It's got rainbows, be expected. It's got power-ups, okay. Yep, that's what I expect from a Powerup House. I look very like Wario on the world map. Disco Fields. Alright, let's ditch my power-ups because I don't really need them. Convenient. It feels kind of cheaty to get power-ups that early. I keep thinking those are midways or something. Like, you usually don't see Mario flags in Mario. In order to be able to enter Pix's castle, you'll need to have all 4 switches activated. Okay. Noted. Not a complicated concept. Yeah, the moderation queue is actually in a pretty decent place. There's only about 7 in the standard... I swear I pressed jump. In the standard area. Oh, these are coins. More in Kaizo, I can't help with that. Especially weird versions of Kaizo. Tool-assisted. Watch Louis Doucet try to deal with that. Mario Must Die 3 yesterday. Because it's tool-assisted, there was an awful lot of... No dragon coins? I can die right now. Awful lot of rewinding. It got old fast. In terms of, like, listening, because I was mostly just working and lurking. I spent the whole day working on work stuff, which is never fun. Hello? I think I found a secret. No sliding, though. Interesting. And, of course, Chrono Trigger music. Always fun. But yeah, yesterday was all about work stuff. There's a hard deadline for something that has to happen by Tuesday, so I spent time working on that yesterday, so that we'll be able to actually make it work by Tuesday. Cautiously optimistic it'll work out, and I'll be able to do other things in the near future. We'll see. We'll have to do a second lap through this at some point. There we go. I need that shell. I really need that shell. Shoot! Yeah, that shell's dead. Alright, well... Guess we'll come back for that one? No, hold up, there's more shells. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, this time shall be different. Is that a layer 3 rainbow? Hmm. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, crap. This is embarrassing. I left my drink over in the other room. I'll be right back. Okay, Yellow Switch Palace. No! No! It's getting away from me! Oh. Well, that wasn't that interesting. I can't imagine this is going to take all that long. No, no yump! Switch Palace, power of this will turn that into that. Your progress will also be saved. It's not like I've done this before. What else is new? I added a new sprite into the sprite change Twitch channel point reward. I was trying to add the Madeline and Battleline ones, but I ran into some problems. I think I just need to talk to like Faro or someone and figure out how to find what the offsets are for those specific things. Because I feel like I should be able to script this in a reasonable way from overworld.pal and regular world.pal, or palette, or global.pal. But I just haven't quite gotten around to it. I wrote a script that kind of tried to do this, but then I realized it didn't actually work, which is incredibly embarrassing. So, really I just prefer people to use MM103 or 102's stuff, because it just makes things easier. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. It's not like I'm actually making sprites or anything. I kind of feel like Madeline and Battleline would be fun to have. People generally like Celeste. I had fun playing it up to the point where I stopped. Though I really should resume that one. I think maybe that'll be my next, when I'm out in the field stream game. Though we'll see. Was mildly amused. Apparently in DC this week it's been all rain. So, not something I would have been able to... Not whether I would have been able to stream in while that was happening. These cannons don't shoot bullet bills. Instead, they shoot one of 4 colored Koopa shells chosen at random. Really? Huh. That they do. I don't think it's random. I think it's circular. Blue? Nope. It's random. Huh. Go figure. What a thing. Like, not complaining. Just confused. It occurs to me my tag, "It's what plants crave," no longer makes any remote amount of sense. Also, I shouldn't have stood there. Let's see. What else is on my list? Guess I need to finish up 24-hour judging. I'm thinking I'll try to finish that up on Wednesday. I've got things on Monday and Tuesday that'll interfere with me being able to stream at like a reasonable clock time. Right. And I'd like to do at least one stream for judging where I don't start at terribly late o'clock, which is my standard MO. Great for people on the in Europe and other places, but not so great for everyone else in the world. Okay, I need a shell. This is not going to work if I stand on it. I'm not sure I like this place. Let's see if this will work. You know what? This'll work. No. You almost got me. Almost. Shoot. Well, that was a lot of work for nothing. Really wish I'd gotten that. Hello. What do we have here? Coins. Lots of coins. Come on, there we go. Alright, let me check something. A fiery Piranha shell. Message and red blocks being yellow. Okay, there's literally not much to test here. This was already moderated like 2 days ago. Green Jerry submitted a fix like immediately thereafter. Alright. Death is me. Set lives to an appropriate number so I don't have to deal with it. Head back over here. But basically this should be pretty trivial to do the moderation of, because it's fairly simple. It only has 17 exits, which we already have like 3 of. And it's a Green Jerry hack. Those just tend to be a fun, decent time. Still not sure why Mario is in weird colors, but, you know, I'm not going to complain too much either. Need to respawn the platform. Need to respawn the platform. You know what? No, I don't. There we go. Now I need to respawn the platform. You know, I'm still kind of miffed about the fact that I never got to turn up the volume on that TV. Kind of wonder if I missed, like, a cool Easter egg or something, if I found, like, the right item to use at the right time. I guess also that the ending of Dark Seed 2 was a pretty downer ending. Didn't really leave room for a third game, I suppose. But maybe that was on purpose. Maybe they kind of knew they wouldn't have another chance to work with Geyer's artwork. Ow. I screwed this up. I don't know why that worked, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, it'd be interesting to play the first game, I suspect, since Geyer had more direct input on it. Which he definitely did not have on the second game, from my understanding. I was about to say, I guess I probably didn't need to do lives, but whatever. Adequate shells. Yep, indeed. It's kind of spacing out. Level's longer than I expected. One must be careful, or one will be dead. I know that's bait, and I really shouldn't have fallen for it. What is a mushroom? Nope. One of these is a mushroom. Nope. Nope, no mushrooms for Pat. What's up, Louie? How you doing? Or Luis. I'm bad at cannons. Yep, we've solved the mystery of Darkseed, and now we're moving on to moderating a hack by Green Jerry. Which are usually pretty good times. It got frozen. Which thing got frozen? The Darkseed? I wouldn't say it got frozen, but there was resolution. It was silly. But I think that was just the style in the era, where, like, you just had downer endings. Ending of Phantasmagoria 1, downer. End of Phantasmagoria 2, pretty much the same type of thing. Okay, here's where I died last. That's why you always bring a shell. Got it right the time? Second time? Yep. Oh, the stream? Yeah. It's Twitch. Twitch is kind of broken, usually. When I tried to put up a poll earlier, it froze for a bit and said, no, you need to try again later, and I had to reset the page to make it work, and I don't know why! It's just GraphQL calls! So... always disappointing. It's programmed by iguanas, I swear. Oh no, not that thing. Yeah, there's a reason I was taking an approach to that way. These things are a lot easier to deal with on first spawn than they are if you let them sit around for a bit. I said easier, not easy. This is like one of my least favorite sprites in the whole of SMW Central. Not a fan of these suckers outside of Mario 2. Alright. Right. That's what I get for trying that specific thing. But yeah, I put up a poll, and this one. I wasn't going to do judging today. I don't want to start on that right now. Started too late in the day for that, but it was this or QLDC or Commander Keen. Or I think there was a fourth option, but I forget what it is. What it was. Alright, let's Let's respawn that sucker so we can try the other side of the pipe. That's... You heart panzers. I'm not surprised, Hawaluta. I'm not surprised. Still thinking about the goat puzzle. No. I think I learned to hate these things when I was playing Radish Kingdom. It's a hack I don't want to ever play again. But you know, I give it credit. There was like a decent slide of difficulty in that hack. Something I can't say for an awful lot of other hacks. Where they generally like either start really hard and don't really continue that exact difficulty, or they never really get there either way. These are not going to make it easy to moderate things. All right, that's a secret. I'll get into that in a second. Getting in those moderator duties, yep. They're important, said the man who immediately flubbed that. I'd say I haven't done a lot this month, but I've done a lot of moderating this month. I think I've gone and done like 5 or 6 hacks already. Most of them were small things in the queue, and there's one more in the queue I should at least look at. The biggest problem with, like, one of the ones that's in the queue is I'm not remotely qualified to deal with it. I don't speak Hungarian, or Bulgarian. Better pro than you realize, and should probably play more of the hard stuff. Yeah, I probably should. Honestly, I probably should put some more work into Kaizo and everything. It's just a matter of how I divide my time and what I find, where I find value. And Knuckles music, yep. No, Lava Reef Zone. Absolute banger of a level and a song. Oh, I should die here. Yeah, let's just die. But not in the cards right now. I think there's an app you can put on your phone and put on your camera at the screen and boom, you're Hungarian. Yes, but I don't really want to do that if we're talking about a Hungarian translation of, no, I think it was Bulgarian. Of Super Mario World. Like, there's no way I can know they didn't just write the word butts over and over, and I guess the translation tool would work to solve that problem, and I could play the game in a translated mode. But ultimately, that doesn't tell me that it's properly translated. Jacking into the Matrix. Also, holding my phone up while playing would be irritating. I might not even have enough space on my on that. I have a Bulgarian friend. Huh. I'm also not certain how we're supposed to handle translations in the first place. Because I thought most like the SMW translations. So this is just SMW except it's in Bulgarian, right? That's not that interesting in the grand scheme of things. Like, nice for Bulgarians or something, but not really something the world needed. What's up, Molan Vintage? Ask him if he wants to moderate it. Maybe. Yeah. I cannot win with this Fire Flower. There we go. That's all I wanted. I wanted to do a short jump and I didn't get it. Should have ducked. That would have been smart. Should have never come back that way. That would have been smart too. Did a Spanish game? Yeah. I did. The thing is, the Spanish game was probably Reznor, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But the point of that one was to moderate it for the purposes of playing. In this case, it's literally just the standard vanilla SMW, except it's translated into Bulgarian. Like, there's no new gameplay. You're just playing it where the text is in Bulgarian. So while that's nice and all, I can't really say that if I did a moderation of it, I would actually be running it through its paces. I don't understand that language specifically. Hope you if it's not Spanish from Spain or slang. Yeah. You gonna play Mario Missing is Done Right in a bit? Oh, nice! How's that been going for you? I actually looked it up. I did play Mario's Missing done right as part of the ROM Hack Races Mystery Monday set of things I did like 3 years ago. But it was Mario's Time Machine done right that I moderated, which was a hack that I ended up rejecting due to some problem. I need to stop doing that. Due to some problems. Ah. Killing me, Smalls. So, both good ideas, though. Both good ideas. I hate Panzers so much. This is one of those, if I took things a little bit slower, I would be having an easier time with it, but I don't want to. Because the less time I spend around Panzers, the happier I'm going to be. Okay, that one's my fault. But at least all of those coin blocks have been hit, and that was the important part. Because moderating is silly that way. And of course, if I really needed, you know, extra lives, I could go through that loop again. This time, I'm going to really duck jump. Well, it doesn't matter now. Duck jump! There we go. You can't hurt me over here. Okay, he only does vertical stuff. I don't care about that. Free shell, though. No, thank you. Nope. I had that. You could throw fireballs like a girl. That lot's so good. It's a really good movie. Don't make them like they used to. I just wanted to not lose this. Everything about that was terrible. Yeah, the key with Panzers is keep moving at high speed, then they can't hurt you. I mean, they still can. 1C3, you're going to stream some of the entries. I thought they switched to August. I believe it's still scheduled for early in July. I will probably stream stuff. I'm not exactly sure when it is. If it's the weekend of the 7th, I probably won't be doing much then because I have the functional programming contest to do, and I won't be streaming because I'm doing that. That was dumb. But yeah, I'll be streaming some stuff eventually with that. I like doing C3 things, and there's always a bunch of submissions around C3 for moderation purposes, so it's usually a good time to just get that out of the way. Okay, despawn the blue one. I don't even care. I just want out of this level. But yeah, I don't believe it's been moved from where it is in the calendar presently. If it is moved, then you all would know around the same time I would, because I don't pay that much attention to the PR side of things for SMW Central. There are multiple Rex variations in this level. Blue is normal, red is bouncing, green is chasing, or yellow is chasing, and green is hiding. Okay. Nice that we get a demonstration of the green ones before it becomes dangerous. Remember these critters were new. That was a long time ago! Right. Too bad, unlike disco shells, they don't cancel each other out. Let's see, what else is on my immediate streaming agenda? This week I want to do, like I said, I want to do a reasonable o'clock stream of judging. That's pretty high on my list of things to do. And that's... I want to do... I'm going to do Dark Souls on Friday. Pretty much guaranteed. Chat hacks on Saturday. Haven't done that in, it turns out, 6 months. Something I should have done a while ago. I wanted to do one in May, and then it didn't work out because of travel, and wanted to do one in June, and it didn't work out because June went by a lot quicker than expected. So we're doing that. Still high on my list is doing Golf Day. Mini Golf Day. I have a lot of mini golf games lying around that I'd like to play at some point on stream and just make a day of it, because I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. Kind of like Educational Software Day. Just, I enjoy that kind of silly thing, and I'd like to do it. Right, this is where I died. I tested that. Also, making progress on the requests. I'm going to message... Once I figure out how to put the Wii stuff on my Wii U and make that work, I'm going to send a message out to McEmblem and get that sorted for the Rhythm Heaven thing. Had to miss the first C3, might try to submit a few things. Always rush. That's how everyone feels at C3. It's just how it is. Missed the end of Darkseid 2 finale. How were they? We successfully managed to stop the behemoth. We killed him. And then we disabled the power generator, which was good. Could I get soft locked up there? I mean, I could if I really tried. I don't really want to. I guess I need to die for the midway anyway. Let's see if I can do this. This is a silly soft lock, so even if I did pull it off, I wouldn't actually send this back. But it's more of a curiosity for my sake, because I'm sadistic. Yep. You could get soft locked up here. I'm big, which means I won't be able to. No, not marker that way. Marker. This is a theoretical soft lock, I guess. I'll put that there because it matters. Very little, but still. Yeah, we saved the day. We eventually found the light in a room that I was unaware existed up until the very last moment. I always thought it was kind of funny that the government plaza in the Dark World only had one room. It turns out it had 3 rooms. I just didn't go and visit any of them. And easily could have. So that was kind of fun. Well, he's dead now. There we go. I get my one up. But yeah, we saved the day, we found out we had multiple personalities, and that Jack was us all along. And no Yump. So, Amazon and Doritos, that's which one you care about? Yeah, the ads have gotten terrible recently. But long story short, it was a bit of a downer ending as we discovered that the dark side version of us was Jack all along, and he was the one doing all the murders. Also, the mayor, Paul, the coroner, and Rita all died. So that's a thing that happened. Also, our mom exploded. That was kind of cool, actually. That was a legitimately surprising moment. I really did not expect his mom's head to explode, and then it did. I know it's a spoiler, but I can't resist. It was just a moment where I'm like, well, that's a thing that happened. No one, I suspect nobody saw that coming when they were playing for the first time. Geiger can't be anything less, that's true. Music in the last level seemed familiar. Yeah, wasn't paying that much attention, unfortunately. So I couldn't help you figure out what it is. I know I can't go back and visit it. This is, yeah, this is the, Switch Palace, so that's not in the cards. I need to die without taking damage. There's a pit in this. Oh, there's a pit right there. But yeah, in terms of games that I've played where the protagonist, that are FMV games where the protagonist has therapy, the ending is about what I expected. Oddly enough, I've played 2 of those games now, which isn't a lot, but I'd have 2 nickels, so. If I had a nickel every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's odd that it happened twice. Might not have played the games without information, so it's encouraging to visit the Darkseid games yourself. Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel too bad about, like, playing it without playing the first game. I read a brief synopsis, so I could still probably play the first game and have fun, but my understanding is the first game is a lot crueler on that scale, on the IF scale. I couldn't tell you exactly what the name of that scale is. My understanding is there's timers, so you'll have to play the game multiple times to make sure you don't miss anything important. Which is an interesting mechanic, but I don't personally enjoy that kind of mechanic for a game like that. It's not really my cup of tea. I think we're close to the end. Okay, I'll call that checked. But yeah, I'd recommend it. Even with what you saw, there's an awful lot of interesting moments in the second game. Prefer decision-based endings for adventure games? Yeah. I mean, the thing about adventure games, they've grown a lot as an entire category of game since the Infocom days, since the Sierra days. I appreciate the ideas behind most of the LucasArts games, where they're a lot less cruel just in general. But also the problem with like LucasArts games, they don't really do things that aren't farces. So, though maybe the Indiana Jones games are actually playing it serious, I don't know. The Dig does, but Dig is weird. Beware of the Pogo Toads. They bounce around, and some of them follow Mario, while others don't. That sounds irritating. Okay, small marker for this music is louder than the other levels. He's a fireproof toad. I feel like I should... Oh, this is like Airman or something. This is a Mega Man song. This is gonna suck. Oh, never mind. It doesn't suck. I thought I'd bounce higher. That was weird. First adventure game was Curse of Monkey Island. That was the basis for adventure games. Curse was the third one. Yeah, I played that recently. You know, I think I'd put Curse over the original, honestly. Probably put it like 2, 3, 1 in terms of like stack ranking presently. My mind might change with later Monkey Island installments, but that's how I would rate them presently. But yeah, the Monkey Island games are definitely low on the cruelty scale. I don't think there's any way to soft lock yourself in those games. Whereas Sierra games, oh dear lord, there's plenty of ways to screw yourself. My personal favorite being eating the pie. But that's a spoiler unto itself as to what you use the pie for, so... Played the Dig before Curse of Monkey Island. Knack. You know, in retrospect, I should have done something way smarter than what I did there. Let's try this. Did you beat the Dig? Dig is not an easy adventure game. In fact, one of my least favorite puzzles of all time is repairing the turtle, and then realizing that you need to put something in the turtle, but that you didn't, so you have to do the puzzle all over again. Trying to, again, maintain minimal spoilers. That's not annoying. Did not beat the Dig. Got you stuck way before then. Yeah, no, the Dig is not an easy one. The Dig is interesting because, again, like I said, it's the only LucasArts game I can think of that's not a farce. Like, the Dig is not making fun of making fun of sci-fi adventure. It is a sci-fi adventure. And it's an interesting one at that, but it is not easy at all. What's up, False Circus? How you doing? Thanks for the good luck. Hello? This has to be a reset pipe. As I moonwalk into the pipe. That's not a reset pipe. I'm not ready to be here. I'm just not ready. 'You Your brother liked the dig because it said damn after he lost. When he loses the lander game. Oh, the joys of childhood. When quality doesn't exactly mean what most people expect it to mean. Nuts. Welp. Guess we'll see how high we can go up without the balloon. The answer is not very high. Let's try this again. You know, I really didn't expect this level to be so tall. Mistakes were made. How? This isn't his fault, this is my fault. I think we've fallen into a void. Well... this is kind of cool. In the interest of not spending forever here. There we go. I'm not sure where I was, but now it's over. Drew when the dig came out, would love to finish it. Yeah, I never finished it either. Me and my siblings got fairly far into it, but I think we had to return the game back to whoever owned it, because we were not the types of people to actually buy games back then. And any game that came on a CD or something was something that was more ephemeral than anything else. I screwed myself again. I did! You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get up here, and I'm just gonna wait out the P-balloon, because that's the way to do this. Ah, nuts. How many screens was that? I don't know. That was a lot of screens, though. I don't know why the... oh, timer 10s. There we go. Oh, shoot. Sometimes it's really hard to die. Yeah, Dig's on my list, though it's not very high on my list. Very high on my list, Gabriel Knight 2. I'd like to play that again. The Team Extreme Pollution game, which sounds hilariously Captain Planet. That's very high on my list. Alright, we're just gonna wait it out. There's no reason not to wait this out. Or, I guess we could just continue upward, just in case it works. There's literally nothing up here. Why would I want that? Wasn't ephemeral. All we had to do was click the dig icon on Windows 95 and we were in for a several tour map while our dad was distracted by work. Ah, fair. It was one of those sorts of things. For me, it was ephemeral. For me, it was very ephemeral. Pop those. Pop this. Now we're no longer worried by time. I realize there's a perfectly fine way to go up here. I guess what I could do is probably hit the balloon. I could just bop this repeatedly, I think is what the intent of this area is, and I don't really care about that. Yeah, that's the intent. Keep kicking the shell. Alright, we've seen the intent of this area. I don't really care to do more. Especially after I spent so much effort making it so we could. There we go! 1 out of 3. I'll take it. Ugh. It's not the... was it the green one that had problems? Red ones. Fire Piranha Cave. I don't think I've done Fire Piranha Cave yet. Should be paying more attention. Let's double check. I also kind of want to do another Adver game stream at some point in the near future. Even thought about maybe switching to Adver gaming after this, or after I finished Darkseid, but I don't think I was quite in the right mood for another adventure game. I have another weird adventure game on my list that I'd like to play that is, in fact, an Adver game. Stuck in that, restarted the PC and played Wacky Wheels, Epic Pinball, Jill of the Jungle, or Halloween Harry. Yeah, Apogee Sierra was a lot of good times. A lot of good times. Me and my siblings played a lot of those as well. In fact, I once played Halloween, or not Halloween Harry. I once played the Android Pinball on stream. After I finished, how did this work? After I finished up EcoQuest 2, I needed something to do, and so I set it to a vote, and people decided upon AOL Kids Shareware Adventure, which basically this person online called Invisible Up salvaged a bunch of shareware from... But there were 3 there, huh? AOL before it kind of shut down. There was a big shareware section on AOL Kids, and yeah, they made it into an ISO, and basically that was it. Uploaded it to archive.org, and so I mounted the ISO and we installed a lot of random games and tried them out. Some recognizable, like Castle of the Winds or Android Pinball. Other ones I'd never heard of, such as Scunny the Squirrel Saves Pizza. That one still weirds me out. Terrible name for a squirrel. Oh, that's how I'm supposed to play that. Not sure if you should try to make a few levels for C3 or try to finish what you were originally going to submit. I mean, it's up to you. Both good options. What enemy is that? Scunny the Squirrel is not an enemy, it's the protagonist of the game. These are bouncing toads of some sort, but I don't actually know what specific enemy it is on SMW Central. I've seen it before, but Green Jerry may have re-sprited it, so... It'll probably be in the credits, maybe. Green Jerry tends to be pretty good about that, if I recall correctly. The green jumping one. He claimed there were green jumping toads. That's what I would look for on SMW Central. If you stick around to the credits, it'll at least give you a chance of guessing the name of the person. Oh, fancy! This has been changed too. Yeah, I don't know the name of every resource that's used on SMW Central. There's so many of them. There's a few where I know it pretty well, mostly bosses, but like people use all sorts of random crap when they're making the levels. And hacks. In this level, you'll need the Para-Beetles to cross the large pits. I believe that's the message. Yep. Nope, no second in this level. Alright, cool. Good job. Oop. Okay, I was briefly confused by that, but worked out. Para-Beetle time? First, I should have checked to see if this is a 2-exiter or 1-exiter before I entered the level, but we'll figure that out as we go. Nothing here, nothing there. Barely make the jump. Is all good. Yeah, other really good adventure games. Phantasmagoria, both 1 and 2. I think 2 is a lot better. But 1 has some nice advantages in that it doesn't... It's a lot harder to get stuck in 1 because of the hint gargoyle. Played so much SMW and Mario Paint, if you want to go the nostalgia route. Also had fun with SMW 2 before latching Mario Kart and Mario 64. Those are good things. Did you submit something for the 24-hour contest? You've played or seen some of the entries? He submitted things for other 24-hour contests. I can't, or other contests. I can't speak to this specific one. Because I don't know. Because I'm not supposed to know who has submitted things for this particular contest. But Green Jerry usually submits something and usually has like a really nice title screen, so it's a pretty decent tell. And so far I haven't seen any like really nice title screens for 24-hour contests, so if he did submit something, I suspect it's in the latter half of what I need to play. But I've played his BLDC level and his QLDC levels, and so I'm familiar with Green Jerry's work, along with a bunch of other stuff he's made. He made a fun St. Patrick's Day hack once. Played that a while ago. That was the pipe, that was the pipe. The Mole Island series was also him. I played a few of those. but I'm kind of drawing a blank on other stuff. He's made a lot of hacks, all I'm saying. Fairly prolific in his category. Nice Halloween hack. I moderated that last October. I think it's him and El Furman who kind of make holiday hacks, honestly. Not too many other people are interested in maintaining that niche. Not a bad thing, though. Nice to have something to play on holidays. If I have nothing else to do, I already have a game picked out for 4th of July. The most American game I can think of. Wish you'd submitted. Been told you make good levels, but you never got into it. Crispy Yoshi gave that advice. I don't know Crispy Yoshi. But definitely worth a shot. 24 hours is pretty limited, especially depending upon your time zone. I honestly think that they probably should make it just 72-hour contests, because that kind of ameliorates the time zone problems. Just give people the whole weekend, pretty much regardless of time zone, to work on it. This is it. Changed the midway, moved a shower piranha. Okay. Besides red and green, fire piranhas, blue plants shoot 3 fireballs at once, while yellow shoots a shower of them. Did I misread that? That felt really weird. Besides red and green fire piranhas, blue plants shoot 3 fireballs at once, while yellows shoot that. Okay, so I guess he's just talking about the other ones. I don't know what the... I guess he's saying that there's other types of piranhas here to deal with, including the normal green and red ones. The red ones are not my favorite thing in existence, but you know what? We'll deal. We can murder as many as we can. Ack. There we go. Kirby and Amazing Mirror Music, never played it, but you can play it on your keyboard. Oh, that's nice. I've never played that particular Kirby game, which is most of them. So I don't actually know. Chris, you made good music for the community, lost track of them, and wish that you'd kept track. How it goes sometimes. I got some Steam friends who I kind of wish I'd gotten more details of. Okay, yeah, this is a standard Piranha Plant pack. I understand what's going on here. I know what to do here. This is not difficult. $96-hour, yeah. 96 might be a bit much. But I think 72 is enough so that, you know, anyone really has at least 24 solid hours to work on their project, if not a little more. Let's say about 36 hours worth, maybe, I don't know. I know the QLDC where they gave him 72 hours turned out really well. Because I was a judge and I played all the levels, and I actually had a really good time. Didn't expect that pipe to do anything, honestly. Well, that was a bit silly. 100-hour contest with the theme like 24. I suspect when they do another contest of that type, they're going to shake it up a bit. While there's been a bunch... I think that the current crop for the 24-hour contest was good. The turnout was a bit low compared to some of the earlier ones, so I think they'll probably change up some things. Like when I did the other 24-hour contest, 13, there were about 45 entries, I think. And this one only had 22, and that's fair. It wasn't a good weekend. Like Father's Day weekend tends to be a bit busy for people. But that being said... Did I hit a midway and I wasn't paying attention? I kind of feel like I might have. Have to draw the line somewhere, at some point. You can't just have infinitely long contests. And part of the point is to have a deadline that actually inspires you to finish the dang thing. And for 24 hours, or however many hours it is, having relatively short deadlines makes you, you know, kind of appreciate it. Not worry so much if you fail to meet it. It's not the end of the world. And of course, some people work better under pressure. I think there was a midway I missed it. So, I'm not sure I'd want a contest that long. But I've also never entered a contest. Okay. Yep, there was a midway, and I totally spaced on it. Got busy talking about contest. Oh, that's why, because there was a pipe right after. Kind of feel like there might be a secret up there, but I'm not entirely sure, and I probably should check to see if this has, like, multiple exits. But again, I'm not complaining. I still have, like, 8 to go, and I need to go and work on the judging sheet in general. So, something I will take care of later. This week, probably. Depending on how busy I get. But I probably need to finish up the playing of levels before ICFP. Like, I usually have to go and clean up some of the notes after the fact, so I'm not, like, that worried about timing. Red Piranha plant. Nope! I ducked when I shouldn't have. It will happen. Soon. And then I'll get to finishing QLDC, starting CLDC, and finishing the first QLDC. Probably, but not in that order. That was an awkward gauntlet. I don't know, playing something else. One of those, I have too many things I want to do and not enough time to do all of them. Time and energy. Just hug the wall, Pat. It works every time. Like, I also wouldn't mind doing, like, another run-through, back-through jump. Now that I know Snyder doesn't care about actually finishing it, I wouldn't mind going and giving it a shot, to, going and taking the time and trying to 100% it. Which me and Snyder never quite did finish. Or maybe just playing, like, King's Quest games. I like King's Quest games. I think I told my sister I would play one, I think it was either 5 or 6. While she was busy with having a kid. In the early stages, of course. But yeah, I got busy there. Alright. There we go. Don't even care. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to play through the entire series. Maybe do the remakes for the first 3. The 4th one I probably would have to still play with old school. Entering in words and all that. Because no one's ever made a remake of the 4th one. You know what you mean? It's nice outside and it's hot, yeah. Especially with summer, it's hard. There are flying disco shells in this cave. Warning! People really love this sprite. It's very common to see in some Kaizos. I messed up, I want to check the pipe, and then I jumped back without thinking about it. I get the feeling this area is going to be annoying for me for moderation purposes. But, you know, I don't stream full-time. I also do, you know, I have a job. And I like my job. I'd have other obligations. So. Oh. That's how that works. Guess it's a useful tutorial. And more Sonic music. Not a bad thing. Okay, so that's already spawned, and that's going to spawn. I should spin jump on these things. That probably will murder them, and that will make my life easier. Let's test my theory. Yep. Ah. I remember spin jump there. Nope. Nope. Yep. You never know with pipes. You just never know. Oh, I found the secret. I seem to not die. Cool. I didn't die. Oh, I'm just derping around with the key now. I am far too easily amused by keys. No! Yes! Alright, here we are. Can we be 2 for 2? Or 2 for 4? No! Only 1 for 4. Yeah, alas. Alack and alas. I feel like I should talk about some sort of, like, I don't know, something more adjacent to what we're actually playing. Talk about Rocky Horror Picture Show or something. I need to remember that's gonna kill me if I'm not short. No! That's one of those things I'd actually probably do if I had someone to go with who was interested in it. Go see, like, a midnight showing of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Not that I think it's a particularly great movie, but I appreciate the, like, effort people put into it. Cosplaying and having specific things you gotta do at various points in time in the movie. There we go. Good old duck jump. It's a shame there's no such thing as a duck spin jump. Do 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 do. A lot easier when you just kill the shell. Okay, cool. Midway achieved. Do I have that open right now? I do. That's not going to give me any answers about what I was trying to do here, in retrospect. I was curious when I started this hack, because I don't have the timer on the screen anymore. Darn yellow Koopas. I used to, but not anymore. Let me check something really quick. Well, it's been about an hour. Being a bit slow. Okay, cool. I also keep finding, like, interesting serial advergaming stuff. I learned there's a Captain Crunch game that is, that's available to play. I was say it's not Chex Invaders, but Chex Invaders is its own thing. Always wondered, are my death flags a web page or something else? It's a web page. Basically, I do some math to figure out where I should position it on the screen, and then kind of let the stuff handle itself. Also, I'm using fact. I didn't make the X. The original X and everything I made pretty badly. It was originally a Courier New X, and I did some, like, funny CSS things to make it look right. And then I think TJB was like, no, I'm going to make this look good, and sent me an SVG that he made, which was actually a lot better. So, small trivia. But yeah, it's just a web page. Like everything else, it's hooked up to my message bus, which allows me to move messages around, and the things that are interested in the messages read those messages, and everything else ignores them. If you looked carefully at the Python application during the while I was playing Windows stuff, you could see some of the messages being sent across, but they're not terribly interesting. Yeah, I have an SD to SNES. It's a late SD to SNES, so it's not an FX pack. It's still SD to SNES. But I am playing on it. I've considered upgrading a couple times. I probably should get one that has a Famicom shell to go with the Super Famicom I have, but I haven't done it yet. That was a dumb way to do that. Most of the reason you'd want to do that is having a larger FPGA would allow for certain interesting things that could happen. But so far, no one's done any of those things, and my desire to program Verilog is basically nil. So... much as I do enjoy it sometimes, it's not an easy language to love. I forgot what I've already done. Want to make your EverDrive 64 do something different and hope you can make that happen, but haven't done anything to make it happen? The problem with the EverDrive stuff is while there often is USB availability, it's implemented in a very different way than the SD to SNES is, which makes it difficult to actually use in various video games. Kriz has a very different idea of what that should look like than Red Guy did. And I don't want to knock Kriz, but like it's just not as convenient. Like, I've done some hacking for the OG well, not the OG, the Pro 8 or whatever version EverDrive is the most recent. And the NES, it's the NES one, to be completely honest. But... the problem is you kind of have to bring all of your own stuff to the party. The SD to SNES provides a very useful hook that you can use. I need to kill this. Ah. Also, you've used Verilog, and it's very nice. For what? I think we may have very different definitions of very nice. Or perhaps you're used to wiring OR gates up to each other manually. As far as hardware descriptive languages go, it's not terrible. Writing structural Verilog is a huge pain in the ass, but I never had to do that because we always use active. Right, I could have just read that. It would have been fine. For one of my classes, I had to write a video card in Verilog. It was technically a team project, but one of my my teammate, one was blind, which didn't help, but two had to bail on doing more work on it after a certain point. We agreed to this early on in the semester, that he would be able to bail on it because he was taking OS. It was shaping up to be a difficult OS semester. So he handled some of the stuff and I handled everything else, but it still took a long-ass time. I'm still pissed off at the concept of signed wires, even after all these years. That's where I died. Ignore that thing. Ignore those things. Don't die to that. Okay. Perfect. I just remember having to do so many simulations, and especially when you were going to implement for FPGA, the compiler taking 15 to 20 minutes every time. And not to mention, sometimes it would synthesize wrong, which was always a pain. Honestly, prefer Nlog. Use Verilog because you had to make it. Use of it because of MS is nonsense. Interesting. That is not what I was expecting you to say. I've never even heard of Nlog. You'll need to have all of the switches activated in order to cross this bridge. If one of them isn't, then please go away. Could I have cheesed this? Nope. I mean, if I brought in a cape, I probably could have. I don't think this is, like, insane level flying. You just go under all of this nonsense. But, like, it's a standard hack. Who cares? But yeah, the biggest problem definitely was the long synthesis times, where sometimes it still wouldn't actually work. Like, sometimes my triangles would just not be filled in until I tried another synthesis. There's something about it not necessarily actually meeting timing requirements, even though it said it was, or something. God. I was really hoping not to see more flying disco shells. Or other disco shells. Yeah, that's not going to respond. Crap. Shouldn't have worked, but it did. Rock and go. Nlog is awesome. Works with MS's dependency injection. Interesting. I'm very curious about this. I'll have to look it up. How you doing? Pigeon died a long time ago. It truncates names. It can only get so far, so your Pigeon died a long Tim. But there's worse names you could have. And Zaplex as well. Oh my. Let me proc that one too. That was like an instant raid. What's up, TJB? We're just talking about you, actually. I was mentioning that you did the artwork for the death pips. Thought Pigeon was streaming on a different account? Oh my. This is definitely an odd time. Thank you for the good luck. How you doing, Pigeon? How was your stream? Also, how you doing, Zaplex? How was your stream? Both of you, thank you for the raids. I'm not used to getting raids that happen so close together. Usually I can, you know, have it sit on the screen for a bit and chill and talk, but that has not happened today. But thank you for the good luck. Let me clear the message and get moving back to what we were doing. I finished up playing Darkseed 2, which was an interesting game that had a twist ending. Got the light, the sword, and the scroll, so all accomplished. And killed the behemoth, of course. And now we're just moderating Green Jerry's most recent submission of this particular hack, which he submitted also this week earlier, and I think BK beat it and approved it, but apparently needed a couple changes, so. Weird thing about moderating? Need to die at midways. To test midways, because we always want to know what happens when you die at a midway. And it works fine. In fact, I'm pretty much done with this hack. This is the last level. To defeat the Pix crystals, toss the shell that matches with their color on them. Alright, I think I've done this boss before. Right, I've done this boss before. Basically, this is RNG. That didn't work. What's up, Zaplex? Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Saying bye to a friend? I hope that went okay. Thank you for the good luck. What were you up to? How was your stream? Would have raided, but wasn't confident enough to raid myself. Working on a raid shooter. Sure that would have failed. That's fine. I don't mind if people... I have no qualms with small raids or large raids or whatever. Honestly, large raids are more nerve-wracking. Nintendo raided me as a post-birthday stream yesterday, and that was a bit nerve-wracking, honestly. I'm not used to having numbers that go that high for raids. Alright. I just need to clear the room with one of these things. There's a lot of these to watch. No! 2. Okay, cool. They take 2 hits. This is not bad. Gotta wait for my shell color. Just gotta wait for my shell color. Just gotta wait for my shell color. I need one of any color that isn't this. That's that one. Kill this shell so I don't kill myself on it, and bam, done. You're good. Pigeon and you were playing Upside Down, Volpe's friend? Were you upside down, or was the hack upside down? I have to ask. Was your first cape hack? It's not a bad choice. I've heard Volpe's friend is actually really good for learning. Working on a Godot project that you can't even pass level generation? Fair. Thank you for the GGs. The hack? Oh my. Started to replay of Jump. TikTok is getting enlightened how good of a hack it is. Oh, it's such a good hack. I'm glad that they're enjoying it. Thank you! Yay! Thank you so much for defeating the Pix Crystals. Pride Month is saved. We're very proud of you. The end. I guess there isn't credits. Maybe they're in the README? I guess I probably overlooked that. Yep, they are! Double Rainbow Song. Should try Jump again. Yeah, I'm thinking about the same thing. It'd be nice to play Jump again. It's a really good hack. I'm vaguely tempted. Vaguely tempted. Not today, but vaguely tempted.